which, now let us solve the question number 18, which says that f such that close 0 open infinity to r be a differentiable function and f of 0 is equal to 1 and fx into f dash x greater than 0 for all x. Okay, an be the area bounded by x-axis, y-axis graph of f and the line x equal to n. Then which option is true? We have to find out the correct option. The option says that f such that a function a such that n to r is increasing function, n greater or equal to 1 is a convergence sequence, n greater or equal to 1 is an oscillatory sequence, and none of the above statement is true. Okay, now you can see that you just fill this condition. What does it say? Fx into f dash x is greater than 0. So it means if fx greater than 0, it will imply f dash x is also greater than 0, and if fx less than 0, it will imply f dash x less than 0. Okay, now observe that it is also given f of 0 is equal to 1. Okay, I am going to draw the graph of this function. Okay, for this, first of all, let me draw the axis. Let this be our axis. Okay, now observe that it is given to us that f of 0 is equal to 1. So at 0 the height of f is equal to 1. So this is our 0 comma 1. Okay, now observe that as f is differentiable function, so f is continuous. As f is differentiable, hence I can say that f is continuous. As f is continuous, so f is continuous at 0. So the right hand limit of f must be tends to 1. So hence I can say that f is positive, and hence as f is positive, f dash is also positive. So as f dash is positive, I can say that f is an increasing function. So graph of f something look like this. Okay, now observe that first choose a line, last choose the point. This is our 1 0, this is our 2 0, this is our 3 0. Now I am drawing the graph. This is our line y equal to 1, what happened? Let this be our line equal to y equal to 1, this our line y equal to 2, this our line y equal to 3. First of all, what is a1? a1 is the area bounded by f, graph of f, x-axis, y-axis, and this line, right? So this is the area. Now what is a2? a2 is the area bounded by the graph of f, axis, and x, this line. So this is a2, and this is a3. So you can easily feel it. You can easily feel that this is an increasing sequence which is unbounded above, so cannot be convergent. So option B is true. This is not oscillatory and it is increasing. So option A is our correct option. That's all about the question number 18. Now let us solve the question number 19, which x, y, z be 3 natural numbers, then the number of triplet x, y, z such that x equal to y equal to z equal to 100. So we have to find out the number of triplet x, y, z. Okay, where x into y into z satisfying the condition x into y into z equal to 100. First of all, let us factorize 100. I am going to find the prime factorization of 100. So this is 2. So this is I also can write it 100 equal to 2 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 2. Okay, now fill it as x, y, z is equal to 100. I can say that x divides 100 as well as y divides 100 and z divides 100. As x divides 100, then I can, if I try to find the prime factorization of x, it will look like something like this. X equals to 2 to the power some x1 and 5 to the power some y1. Okay, and y is if the prime factorization of y is something look like 2 to the power x2 and 5 to the power y2, and its prime factorization of z looking like z equals to 2 to the power x3 and 5 to the power y3, right? So I am going to put this value in this equation. Okay, so this is x, y, z is equal to 100. So 2 to the power x1, 5 to the power y1 multiplied by 2 to the power x2, 5 to the power y2, 5 to the power y2 multiplied by 2 to the power x3 into 5 to the power y3 is equal to 100. So I can say that 2 to the power x1 plus x2 plus x3 is into 5 to the power y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 2 to the power 4 2 into 5 to the power 2. Okay, from this I can say that x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 2 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to 2. So I have to find out the non-negative integral solution of this equation. I know that if x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus dot 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 xr is equal to n, okay, that is an equation with r variable, the number of non-integral solution, the number of non-negative integral solution of this equation is n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. You can see that this is a, here r equal to 3 and n equal to 2. So I can write it 2 plus 3 minus 1 c 3 minus 1. So this is nothing but 4 c2. So this is 4 factorial by 2 factorial by into 2 factorial. So I can say it 4 into 3 by 2. So this is 2. So this is 6. So this is, there are 6 solutions. So there are also 6 solutions. So total number of solution is equal to 6 into 6. So 36. Now let us see the options. So this is our option B is our correct option. That's all about the question number 19. Now let us solve the question number 20, which says that how many distinct straight lines can be from that are given by the equation ax plus by is equal to 0, where a and b are numbers from the set this 0 to 7. Okay, so I have to find out the number of distinct straight lines of the form ax plus by is equal to 0 when a or b chosen from this set. So I can say that a comma b belongs to 0, 1, 2 or up to 7. Now observe that if ax equal to 0 and b also is equal to 0, then this is not our equation, right? So a and b simultaneously cannot be 0. So now let us choose, let a equal to 0. Now if a equal to 0, then by equal to 0 for any non-zero b lying from 1 to 7. Okay, it will imply y equal to 0. So it is only one, there exists only one equation with a equal to 0. And similarly, if b equal to 0, we will get only one equation. Okay, so if any one of any a is equal to 0 or b equal to 0, there are two possible straight lines. Okay, now I am considering both non-zero, a not equal to 0 as well as b not equal to 0. Acha, if a not equal to 0 and b not equal to 0, hence I can write ax plus by is equal to 0. It will imply b equal to y equal to minus a by bx, right? Now we can choose a particular b. Okay, let us consider b equal to, let b equal to 1. Okay, now if b equal to 1, I can choose any one from this except 0. Okay, if b equal to 1, I can choose a from 1 to 7. Now 1 to 7, how many numbers are there? There are 7 numbers. Okay, so there are 7 possibilities if b equal to 1. Now if b equal to 2, how many possibilities are there? If you are thinking that there are still 7 possibilities, then you are absolutely wrong. Now let me show you why there are not 7 possibilities. Okay, now if b equal to 2, so y equal to minus a by 2 into x. Okay. Now if a equal to 1, so then y equal to minus 1 by 2 x. That's absolutely fine. If a equal to 2, then y equal to minus 2 by 2x, it will imply y equal to minus x, what we have already taken in this case, y equal to minus x. So how many possibilities are there? The possibilities are 5 of how many possibilities are there? The possibilities are the total numbers which belongs to 1 to 7 and prime to 2. So we have to find out the numbers which is co-prime to 2. So the numbers are 1, 3, 7, 5. These 4 numbers are co-prime to 2. Hence there are 4 possibilities. Okay. Now if a equal to 3, now how many numbers are co-prime to a? 3. If that is, sorry, this is not a, if it is b equal to 3, then the possibilities are a equal to 1, a equal to 2, a equal to 4, a equal to 5, a equal to 7. So there are 5 possibilities. Okay. Now if b equal to 4, then 1, 3, 5, 7, there are again 4 possibilities. If b equal to 5, then 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. There are 5 possibilities again. If b equal to 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. 3 possibilities. And if b equal to 7, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 possibilities. So total possibilities is equal to 6 plus 3 plus 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4, again 5, again 4, again 5, again 4, and first there are 7 possibilities. For this there are 7 possibilities plus 7, and this is, there are also 2 possibilities, so this is 2. So we have to find out this sum. 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 5 14, 14 plus 5 18, 18 plus 5 23, 23 plus 4 28, 28 plus 7 35, 35 plus 2 37. So there are 37 possible straight lines. Let us see the options. So option C is 37. That's all about the question number 20. Okay.